I'm Judy Allen. I'm the Director of Operations and Facilities Management here at Harbin. I act as project manager whenever we had any kind of construction or renovation. I work with the architects, I work with the contractors. We have a maintenance team that we do minor renovations. In the last 8 years, since 2005, we have added a 75,000 square foot medical office building here in Rome, a 60,000 square foot office in Cartersville, a 60,000 square foot cancer center here in Rome, as well as one in a small office, 20,000 square foot building in Cedartown, one in Somerville. So we've been on a rapid growth spurt. It's just a constant communication piece for the practice. Some of our practices have just a very simple system. Others have a very robust system. I actually, when I came to Harbin 21 years ago, was working in the eye center, and it's the first time I'd ever encountered the Expeditor system. And they use a very robust system, and I was just so used to that program that when we did a renovation years ago, back in the 90s, I included that system in another department that I was working in. And then since then, as we've moved forward with all of the renovations and everything else, depending on the size of the department or the number of exam rooms, if they had anywhere 3 exam rooms or more per provider, I made sure that they had the Expeditor system. As we've grown, a lot of the departments were in small space and they were on top of one another, and so communication wasn't that big of an issue because they were just sort of right there. So when the front and the back needed to say something to one another, they just sort of holler it out and talk to each other. But then as we renovated, and as we've gone through several renovations, we had a huge renovation back in 95. And then starting in 2005, we have completely renovated. Even when we didn't add new buildings, we've renovated the existing buildings. And so all the practices sort of spread out. So now the front and the back are not adjacent to one another. There's a distance. And by using the Expeditor tool, it allowed the atmosphere in the office to calm down. Because instead of there being shouts back and forth to one another, saying things, you got a patient, and or visual cues back and forth, we've been able to do it all through the Expeditor system. So now they just get a little tone, they look up and see it, and it makes everything calm. Anywhere that I felt like that it was going to improve patient flow or communication with the physician and with the staff, that we've included it. When we did radiation oncology, they've got the most robust system I've ever seen. I don't have any clue of how it works. I left that to George and the department because I had never seen it being used the way that they used it. And I will say that was they're the top as far as functions and features that they use compared to, others that are just very, very, very simple. We have had, over the years, a few other systems that were already in offices when doctors joined us. They may have already had a nurse call system in their office, and so I've experienced it through that Avenue, and the problems that they had with it, if there was a function that wasn't working, who to get in touch with and how to get it fixed. I have found the customer service with Expeditor to be excellent. In fact, it's funny, every time we do a new system, they'll say, do you want the extended warranty on it? Well, no, because it works too well.